One of the reasons why I'm trying not to buy games is I have games that are coming in of their own volition. No, not really. I backed this on Kickstarter, but now it's here. Let's talk about that. Oh man, that sounded like I stole that off Good Mythical Morning. So, Fall of the Mountain King from Burnt Island Games. This is the prequel to In the Hall of the Mountain King. This is an area control game that is quite brutal and quite delightful. It's brutal in the sense that, number one, it's a competitive board game, so you're going against the other players. But also, on the other side of things, you're also like preparing the death of your people. And I say that because if you're familiar with In the Hall of the Mountain King, which is a very good game, which I also own, In the Hall of the Mountain King takes place in the future where the trolls are trying to retake and reclaim their homeland. Not in a war, but in an excavation. They used to own and have halls in the mountain, but that was no longer the case because the gnomes back in the day invaded and destroyed that. And so in the Hall of the Mountain King, you're actually digging out tunnels and discovering the artifacts of your people. And this, because it's a prequel, I don't know what this is. A flat paper desiccant. Not used to that. So I've got a mini expansion here and some stuff and some bags. But what I guess I'm saying is, in this though, this is taking place when the gnomes come and invade. And if that's the case, you're preparing for the loss of your homeland. And it's kind of like a area control game where the purpose of it is not to survive, it's to be the most effective at the last stand of your people, which is kind of interesting. You know, it's definitely not gonna go well for you if you're gonna die, but there is something to be said as if you have impending doom upon you, what kind of person are you? Are you the kind of person that just flees and tries to escape, or are you the kind of person that's going to stand and try to weather the storm as long as possible and maybe create a little bit of safety for people who are fleeing? So this is the last stand mode. This is the retail version and the Kickstarter edition. I do love when they show where everything should go. I definitely do appreciate that. Hey, I have all of these things because I love In Too Deep and I love Burnt Island. I'm a fan. So this is the punch board for this. These are trays which look to be almost already organized. Oh my goodness, this is beautimous. So that's already organized there. This is already organized there. It's got a nice little hammer in it, right? Nice little hammer. So it looks like all of these go into this particular tray. So I'm going to put this back here. What you're doing here is you've got several different things that are going on. Number one, it's area control, where you are attempting to be kind of like the most prominent tribe in that area or in that land. Are these where do these guys go? These go in a different tray. Oh, these go in the independent player trays. So that's 2, 2, 2, 2, and 2. Okay, that's good to know. Let's see. And alongside trying to be the most prominent, trying to be the most prominent tribe, you also, when the invasion happens, as in when you are about to get attacked, you actually want to be on the front lines. You want to be the one losing warriors, because if you're losing warriors, it means you are successfully going and doing the right thing. It means you're successfully defending your homeland. So it's weird. It's like you want to be alive to take over locations, but you also want to die in order to save them. And that's kind of cool, right? Does this fit there? It doesn't. I'll put it with the extra stuff, just in case. And so that's kind of like an interesting aspect of this. There's this two-sided desire. There's this hope of the player to gain control of these prominent locations and to go up in the like tribal the tribal track with these different factions or locations within the city. However, you also want to effectively position yourself to die. It's kind of like a gladiator moment where you're like, we who are about to die salute you, and you're trying to find honor in impending death. Like, the loss of your homeland is inevitable, but it's kind of how do you hold yourself while the world's burning? Like, are you freaking out, or are you figuring stuff out and being okay with it? So does that all fit in there? That all fits in there. I'm not going to be super picky about that because this has got a tray to the top of it. I think all of that's there minus that one piece. So I've got these player trays, which it looks like I need to add some stuff to. So let's get all these trays out. Let's get all those out. And then we've got some other stuff in here. Let's find some of this. I've got everything in here minus that one token. So I've got this big token somewhere. This token right here, this gnome token. Let's go ahead and slot that guy there. And then now that I've done that, we can go ahead and put that on, which doesn't actually make sense. It feels like I should have a different lid, right? It looks like all the lids are the same, but those are not basic resource trays. This is a uniquely different one. Okay. All right. All of that to say, it's cool. I like the difference that you're trying to focus on. So in your player trays, I've got all 5 of these, all 5 of those. Slot those out. And then, yeah, this is interesting because these player trays are going to like hold everything quite effectively. So we've got that color, that color, that color, that color, and that color. Cool. Those are set up and split into their appropriate things. It's very unique for the player, the type of area control that I have played. It's very unique in that regard. Another desiccant, my lord. I think a lot of ones seem a little bit more straightforward, but this is like those two ideas at first glance almost seem opposed, where you're trying to meet those two different objectives. However, whenever you figure things out, you go ahead and you're able to kind of do some cool stuff first. So these are more things. I'm just going to slet these across the side there. So we've got 5 of these, which, okay, it just showed me those. So that's cool. We got 5 of these. Cool. 5 of these. Cool. 5 of these. Cool. And 5 of these. Cool. All right. Now that we've got those, let's go ahead and this one's done. These all player ones need to be finished. Those seem to be all of the pieces that are here. The other thing I like about this game, which is very different from in the Hall of the Mountain King, and this aspect of it is probably my favorite. I mean, I like area control games, but this has like this variable puzzle action selection system where you can like overlay it, and then when you're overlaying it, that's like the amount, like the larger areas you connect mean you can do a stronger version of that turn. And so that makes this really, really satisfying. I also love that they've got that like shiny gold foil look to those particular like Elder Ruins. That's dope. So it's really cool because not only do you have 2 different competing decisions that you're making on the board at any given time, where you're trying to prepare for the eventual invasion of the gnomes that happens a couple times over the course of the game, but you're also trying to create this variable action setup that is really quite nice. You start off with a certain amount of stuff, and then you layer around it and build onto it, and I like that because it means that you can really figure out a cool setup for all of the stuff that you want to do. That was, I guess this can go here. Oh, it wants you to spread it out across like 3 different areas. Interesting. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to put all of these ones here. We're going to put all of these ones, that's a lot, here. And we're going to put all of these here. And then these cards, man, there are so many different things here. Oh my holy crap. So many different things. I don't know which of these is going to go there. Okay, all of these are going to go here. Nice. Man, there's just so much stuff that I'm like, I don't even know anymore. Okay, all of those do go there. That's good. That's fine. All of those go there. These can be split between these, I guess, if you're sleeving them. And then all of this other stuff, I guess, fits in there. We'll have to figure that out at some point. Let's go ahead and do the player trays and get this organized a little bit at least. So all of those Kickstarter edition pieces go there. All of those trays are there. All of the big trays can go here. And then these go in this slot there. And let's just do it like that, because that fits fine. So that's all we really need. Oh, it does need the starter locations. So one of the starter locations can go there. And then once we've done that, I don't think we really need anything else. We do need the thing that was there. So that goes there. That's fine. This is probably not looking elegant on my end. But you know, you win some, you lose some. We're going to slot that in, and that stays there, and then this is done. So we're going to put that there, and that's finished, and let's do that for the other colors. I don't know. What are your favorite area control games, and what are elements of them that you think are really clever that kind of distinguish them? Because you don't really want area control games that all play the same or feel the same. Like, you want them to feel distinct. So in what ways do your favorites feel distinct? I'm curious. Because there's plenty of area control games that I've never played before. And, you know, I'm always happy to learn about more. Go ahead and slot these in as I've been doing. Go ahead and put these over here as I've been doing. Then we get one of these and one of these. And it fits. And we've done another one. And another one. Another one, my lord. Another one. Alright, blue there and there. Those there. These here. Card. This. Boom. Another one. Another one, my lord. And then the last one. Yeah, I definitely am, I don't know. I think this one does some really, really fun things that that deserve credit and deserve looking at. It's quite fun, quite unique in the way that all of those things combine. I feel like there's a lot of choices here. This is the thing that I appreciate is I always feel like there's a lot of fun choices in the Burnt Island, like, you know, main strategy line, but also they play so differently from each other that there's a lot of uniqueness there as well. So let's see. These are the mini challenges expansions, so we're going to leave that there, and then we're going to throw away this trash. And then I've just got all of these other little expansions that I don't know what they do. Something's going to go in there, maybe? Not even sure at this point. Oh, these go on the bottom. So I'm not going to put those in just yet, but those do go there. All right. I need to get all these other little ones here. Flee. So this is like a volcano thing. So these are the volcano cards, and these are the volcano tokens. So these are all lava crystals. Oh, those are the lava crystals that go along with this. Oh, that makes more sense now. I'm with you guys now. I'm with you. Some of you who have already unboxed this, or some of you that know more than I do, are like, man, it took him a while to get to that point. And the answer to that is yes. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Okay, so this is that and that. What are these from? These, I think, belong to like the actual stuff, don't they? This is their pathing. So this and this can go over there. This is like a main pathing thing. This is an expansion, and this is an expansion. We can go ahead and put those over there by themselves. This is a Notorious Gnomes expansion. Collar tokens. Oh, these are the tokens there. So another thing of expansions. And then these problem cards. So these are also expansions. Just expansions on expansions on expansions. And I can't get this open. Man, at a certain point, you guys are going to lose faith in my ability to unbox anything. And by a certain point, I mean, that point's already come. It's probably already here. However, I'm just going to, blissfully move forward and not worry about it. I'm just going to accept that it's just Mom now. It's just Mom watching, nobody else. And thanks, Mom. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. I've always loved you, Mom. I think that you're a wonderful mother. I think that you've done such nice things for me over the years. And I think you're pretty cool. I think that other people probably don't know how cool you are. They probably don't know how cool you are, Mom. But you're pretty cool. Okay, I'm going to put that there. I think that should all fit there. I'm going to get these bags, which I don't currently need, all off to the side there. I've done those punch boards. I've done this. This one goes here, I think. Yep. And then this one goes on top right here, I think. Nice. I've got the expansion stuff. I've got where stuff goes. I've got the solo mode. And then I've got the main game. And now that I've got that, this can go right there comfortably, right? Comfortably or comfortably enough. Yep. Cool. And then we can put this there. So let's get them all in. Let's get them all in. Alrighty, we can just slot that hammer down in there, even though that's not an appropriate place for one of those things to go. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for when I finished doing that, because that was much longer than what either of us expected. But to be fair, I like being organized, and I like to take the time to do it. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Timestamp. Cheese knife. Horcrux. Water. Mugs. Unboxing. More unboxings. Free baggies. Always excited about baggies. Alright, consolation pretzel. I'm just going to cut part way through me chewing on it. Just to where you don't have to suffer through all of it. You've suffered enough. But I'm just going to, halfway through me chewing through these, I'm just going to cut the video.